let's just continue. Okay, what was our mission log? Incident at the chapel. You should go investigate. Okay, let's go to the chapel. Investigate. Go to the chapel and we're gonna get married. Go into the chapel and we're gonna get married. Or however I don't know the lyrics that well. Or the tune, apparently. I fail on so many different accounts. Holy crap. She's alive. It would appear to be the very same affliction for which our governor is suffering. No obvious signs of physical trauma, just a sudden collapse. At least she is still breathing steadily. Poor Annabelle. This is going to hit Chet hard. Melis, too. There's no security cameras here in the chapel. The perpetrator must have been aware of that. Oi, yeah, whatever. You say you just walked out of your quarters and found her like this, Jonah? Yes, indeed. Just lying here in the deepest of sleeps. Did you ever... yes, we did. Yeah, we tried our hardest and we got casted out. We got our Amazonian cyber-armed babe. Yeah, oh my god, it was hard though. It was difficult to get her, yes, but we got her. We stopped playing Empire. I'm getting sick of it, I'm sorry. I just can't. So I was like, nope, we can't do that. No more. Anyway, what was he doing? He sleeps. Do you have any theories, Walden? I'm a doctor, not a detective. Perhaps that's a question for our security chief. Of course I have a theory. We're all thinking the same damn thing. Last night the preacher tells us that this ain't over. That this happens right here in the chapel. It's a pretty big coincidence if you ask me. I don't appreciate your false accusations. Sorry, Jonah, he has a point this time. Carter, I want you to place this man under arrest. What? This is madness! Okay, you have a good night, Steele. Thank you for hanging out, and Teal as well. I hope you guys have a good night and all that jazz, and we will see you guys later. Foxy needs to be VIP as well. I've been meaning to do that for a while, though. Okay, this is madness. Quiet down, preacher. You're coming with me. Oh, you're leaving? Okay, thanks, Heartless. I appreciate you hanging out as well. You need to come out a lot more often as well. It's good font. It works very well for this game. Very easy to read. I must complete my examination before moving her to medical. This may take some time. Yes. Very well, Doctor. I will leave you to your work. I'm trying to remember the voices. Hawkbot may be at the headquarters. Believe it or not, we have another emergency on our hands. I've leveled up. Oh yes, and Melis mentioned that she wants to see you about something. It sounded important. Completed the mission. You have a new task in your mission log. Don't disturb me. Unresponsive. Mega juice. Wait, can we go into this room? We never got into this room, did we? Yeah, we did. Oh god, we figured. You play as an android, possibly the only one in existence that has free sentience. Because apparently in this world's lore, AI got to a point where everyone was starting to becoming afraid of it, so they installed these basically kill switches into androids to stop them from being fully sentient. Ours was removed, we were sent out into this spot here. How did we get here? Ooh, take the syringe. Authority. Ooh, it's a syringe. So basically, we're just walking around doing, you know, whatever we have to do. It's kind of an adventure game, so you would hate it, Aaron. Because it's, like, mostly story. Mostly. And you know, I'm just teasing. Let's see, what are we doing? Just... No, this is hydroponics. We don't need that. Ew, story. That is you in a nutshell. Anyway, yeah, if you like Google AI, be completely... Pretty much, actually. Pretty much. Yeah, there's not even fights or anything. Oh, shit, which was the... I don't even know where I'm going. Crap. This is the building I need. This is headquarters. No, it's just choices and different things like that, so... Not sure what this I can take. I have a Mega Juice. You see that? Last time they got sued. Thanks, droid. Yeah, Mega Juice. An interactive visual novel, in many regards. I don't believe it, Hawkbot. How can things keep getting worse? One mysterious illness is bad enough. Now we have 2 victims of the same thing. And to be honest, I'm not convinced that Jonah is behind any of this. You're a social AI. Maybe you should talk to him, see if he opens up to you. It's your choice. If you don't think it would help, then don't worry about it. More urgently, I need to contact Professor Siler at Beta Station to update him on our situation. Pegasus 5 was really good. And in a way, yeah, only this is it doesn't have the total visual novel aspect of it, but... Yeah, there's no romance aspect of this. Although I really wish Pegasus 5 had same sex as an option. I think it would have added a great amount of depth to that game. Especially since there were so many husbandos in that game. Unfortunately, that sandstorm hit us pretty bad last night. We prepared as well as we could, but we still took a beating. You're totally good for us, right? Damage could have been much worse, so at least there's that. The main problem is that our transmitter has been damaged. It looks like the strong winds detached the satellite dish. It can't have been carried very far. You just need to find it and reattach it so I can contact Beta Station. I'm counting on you, Hawkbot. Fix that dish and find the dish and fix the transmitter. New tasks. All right. And this one we got to pick what we look like too, which is kind of neat. Finding dish. Hey, there it is. So that's what we can take. So as soon as you return nearby creatures will turn to hiss the starling. Apparently this is the prize they're fighting over, and they aren't prepared to give it up for you either. Might have a better chance. Okay, so we've already examined these guys, so let's take a look at our database. Much like a small dinosaur in appearance, dittos are the clever scavengers of the Akritas Desert, surviving primarily by feeding off the kills of other larger animals. The ditto is a creature with a very curious nature. Like the cows of Earth, they display curious hoarding behavior, particularly of round, mirror-like objects such as plates or dishes. Okay. Which is what that is. So I just got to give them different plates. What's PV? It's a large dish. Bam. Wait, what are you talking about, Aaron? Before the 2 creatures can react, you quickly snatch up the satellite dish and replace it with the ordinary dish from the mess hall. The ditto show no signs of objecting. This prize may actually be worth more than the last. Oh, I see. Now all that remains is to reattach this dish and the transmitter to make sure it's properly configured. Okay, we'll do that in a second. We're gonna go see what Melis needs, though, real quick. Take shoes in this room. Let's find out. Yep, okay. What's up, girl? She thick. She dummy thick, actually. I can show you. Something blinking on the screen. I don't think so. Give me a drink. Oops. Yeah, there's her. Waifu. 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 Waifu, yeah. He's Cinder's typed, for sure. What thing is blinking? What's blinking? Oh, this thing? That's her access console. Oh, Jesus, you're... Okay. Yeah, I can imagine. So I was in town. We're just walking, and we're walking. Speak up, PC it again. I don't see any blinking. I'm confused. But we'll figure it out later. Converse. You wanted to see me? Yes. Don't let me keep you if you have more important work, though. I heard about what happened at the chapel. I really hope Hannibal is going to be okay. I don't know what I would do without... Anyway, the work must go on. No, she doesn't. Anyway, I have information about those creatures being counted out by the Rockies. I managed to cross-reference those samples I took with recent data gathered by a team of xenobiologists over a beta station. Hang on. Apparently our neighbors have met those monsters as well. I'll transfer the information to your database. Snagger creature entry has been added to your database. Ahul creature entry has been added to your database. There's something else. Ah, sucks. Oh well, we'll keep an eye out for it. While I was examining that tentacle monster, which is called a snagger apparently, I decided to sever one of the tentacles and bring it back here for closer study. Although it seemed to be as dead as a doornail, a very strange thing happened when I fed it some nutrients. It came to life, just for a moment, and wrapped itself around my arm. It gave me quite a scare. Oh, Oxy, no! Not quite, at least. Since then, it hasn't moved at all, so I want you to try an experiment for me. This may be the strangest sentence I've ever uttered, but I want you to take the severed tentacle outside and wave it around at a couple of animals. Try a larger animal and a smaller animal, if you can find them. I'll be interested to hear the results. She has to pull up those straps. Maybe something will happen. Maybe it won't. We'll see. Girl, you kinky. Okay, what are the bugs? There's the bug. Kia! Oh my god. As soon as you produce a severed tentacle in the presence of the Scrabba, it comes to life, spinning out like a whip to try and grab hold of the creature. The Scrabba just about manages to evade the attack and quickly scurries away from you. God, I do. Once you pull out the tentacle, it suddenly whips forward and wraps around one of the legs of the large creature. The lug grunts and eyes you unhappily. With some effort and patience, you're eventually able to detach the tentacle from the animal's leg. Oh, nice, Gravity, cool. After you retrieve it, the tentacle returns to its docile and seemingly lifeless state. That's with your findings. Okay, so... While I'm up here, I may as well reattach the dish. Then we'll go to the security dude. What happens if we use it on one of these guys? No. You can't. Damn. Reattaching the fallen satellite dish turns out to be a fairly straightforward task. It then only takes a short while for you to reconfigure the transmitter for a second time. You should report your success to Professor Pierce. Man, if I could get into a good weekly D&D session, I would give up a night of streaming for that. I would. Because I don't think I would get one where they'd be okay with me streaming and stuff, so... This place, damn it to hell. Dude, take the syringe. I found the syringe outside the chapel. This is near the chapel? Damn, I should have searched the whole area myself. There's still a bit of liquid inside it. This will need to be analyzed. You should give it to Mellis and Walden. Maybe they'll find something. Nice work. As much as I hate the doctor, I don't think he's the one doing this, so... Let's go give it to Walden. What is that in front of us? Wow. Oops. And not have everyone kill each other. Murder hobos! Oh wait, he's still in the chapel, isn't he? What's up, Doc? I found the syringe outside the chapel. Is that so? I'd better take that for analysis, I think. Good work, X05. Didn't even call me by my name, you son of a bitch. I should have gone to Bellis. You piece of shit. So I toss it for him. I was supposed to sell them items. Oh my god, Archer. What? That's actually pretty damn funny, Gravity. The tentacle responded aggressively to both a Scraba and a lug. Fascinating. Oh, fascinating. And I was sure it was dead. Could this be some form of anastasis? Tree vending machines now. Yeah, hey, just put it right in a trunk. Right in a tree trunk. It's also interesting that this one's severed limb can continue to survive independently of the rest of the creature. Remarkable. Xenobiology is not my field, but I will transfer this information to Beta Station at the next available opportunity. It's very brilliant. Thanks for your help, Hawkbot. You can leave that tentacle with me. Sheesh, this has been a really weird day. You completed the mission! Yeah! Our nature's vending machines. They are, aren't they? Okay, we did that. What do I have? Special. Oh yeah, I have to talk to Jonah. I have to go see if I can get Jonah to open up. He probably won't because I didn't spread his cockamamie religion. In his field of vending machines, oh my god. Professor Pierce has given me permission to interview you about these allegations. Has he? You who refuse to be a servant of the faith. Why should I want to speak with you? Begone. See, yep, I knew it. I fucking knew it. I knew he'd be a bitch about it. Well, guess what? You're gonna die for your crimes, preacher man. Alright, we didn't look at this new stuff for the creatures. Snagger. For sure, the weirdest thing I've seen in all my time on this planet. Snaggers are medium-sized creatures that spend almost their entire lives beneath the sands of the desert, reaching out above ground with their long feelers to snag any unsuspecting prey and drag it below ground, where it'll be suffocated and then devoured. And then... Ow! At present, very little is known about the giant flying creatures called owls. Ooh! They are nocturnal hunters and can usually be sighted in the rockier regions of the desert. Owls also appear to be fairly aggressive, which may prove an impediment to future study. Aaron, stop. God, you guys never let me have any fun. At the moment, the priest Jonah is our prime suspect. I'm not entirely convinced, though. Why was I not informed of this sooner? I apologize for the break in communications, Professor. A severe sandstorm knocked out our transmitter last night. Had you taken the usual precautions? Yes, we did. The damage could have been much worse if we hadn't. Indeed. Well, it sounds like you're keeping up on top of things for the moment. I'll see you tomorrow, Professor Beers. Over and out. Sorry. No, he's telling me to stop. No,
Nice work fixing that transmitter. I already made contact with Beta Station. Professor Seiler will be traveling here at first light tomorrow. He should arrive shortly before our relief shuttle. I know for sure I'll be glad not to be the commanding officer anymore. I don't know how anyone does this job. Anyway, good work, Hotbot. Much appreciated.
I don't think we have... Yep, no. Okay, so that means we're done for the day. Probably tell us to go home or something. Or something will happen as soon as we walk outside, I should save. Nazuma. Fine, fine. Time to... Yep. Recharge your energy. Okay, let's do it. Recharge that energy, man. Oh, yeah. Energy. Oh, no dream sequence? The fuck is that? That was weird. Day 9. Alright. Something's going on. Oh, it's a new guy.
Welcome to Alpha Station, Professor Seiler. I hope you had a comfortable journey.
Not especially. Perhaps you can update me on the situation here.
Thankfully, there's not much to report. We've had a quiet night.
I'm glad to hear it. Considering the situation, you've done a good job of keeping this place in order. You should be commended for it. You sure about that? I heard the people have been dropping like flies. I don't believe I asked for your input, Ace.
Your friend ain't so friendly, is he? Your friend ain't so friendly, is he? Yeah. Oh, Scottish. Your friend ain't so friendly, is he? Fuck, I can't do it.
Oh, because I was doing the ooh stuff. My apologies. It was a rough flight over here.
I understand. We're all a little stressed at the moment.
Indeed. I spoke with the board of directors this morning. Based on my assessment, they made a decision regarding the future of the Acritus project. Ooh. As soon as the relief ship arrives, Alpha Station will be shut down with immediate effect.
What? That's trash!
Sure, Oxy.
What about Beta Station?
Beta Station will remain active as our primary settlement in Acritus.
And you will become governor?
My promotion is of little relevance, Professor. This is what the company thinks is best.
I see.
Not everyone will be going home, of course. You and your wife will be coming with us to Beta Station. You will also be coming with us, Flight Captain Giddy. We can always use a good pilot. What is this? Sweet dreams about... Oh, God.
Oh, die. Good for me.
I said you have a medical specialist as well, Dr. Walden.
That's right. You'll be coming to Beta Station as well, I suppose?
Hey, boss, how about that android? Never had one of those before. Yes, we will take the android. It may prove useful. Uh-oh, something's happening.
Melis, what's wrong? It's Yuria, down by the oasis. Harley found her.
Yuria? Just what is going on here?
You better come and see.
Not Yuria, she was the... Oh, shit.
Yeah, just can't be.
A drowning. A drowning on a desert planet. It's almost enough to make one believe in the curse.
Yuria, I don't believe it.
Well, I don't think we can blame your priest for this one, Professor Beers. Assuming you still have him locked up. He's still secured. No way he could have had anything to do with this. It's a Sentience, the Ender's Tale, Somber. I'll have to examine the body, of course. Run some tests. No offense to you, Professor, but I don't believe you are a medical specialist. I will run the tests. Yeah. In case it wasn't clear to you, Dr. Walden, I am your commanding officer now. I may not be a specialist, but I have plenty of experience in the field. I will examine the body myself. Unless you would like to voice any further objections? No? No, that's quite alright. Good, then let's proceed. Oh, snap. She naked. Interesting. Very interesting.
What is it, Professor? Did you find something?
This woman has breasts. My test shows there's some kind of foreign agent in the bloodstream. I can't identify it, but I can't identify it. It could be anything. Oxy. I don't think I have. Oh, is that the one that turned into Avatar? Oh snap, she naked. Quick, zoom in. I don't think I can. Wait, yeah, I can. I don't think she's actually naked. I think she's just... only super naked. Oops, too far! Oh no! Yeah, she's only, yeah, just partially. Oh, it went tiny! It's not noticing, it just stays tiny. Oh god, what is wrong with me? The mic is moving around. Oh, Christ. Yeah, cat people in it. Oh god. Interesting. Some of my own people have taken to chewing on the local plant life. That might explain it. Aside from that, there's nothing to suggest that this was anything other than an accidental drowning.
So, this is just another unfortunate incident?
Indeed. I imagine there will still need to be an investigation, though.
Oxy. What about the others? Dea and Hannibal. What about the others? Dea and Hannibal.
There's nothing more we can do for them. We'll have to place our trust in the medical team they're sending with the relief ship. As to whether the priest had anything to do with any of this, it's hard to say. We have very little evidence. Nevertheless, he'll need to remain incarcerated until the company can determine exactly what happened.
I, for one, will not be sorry to leave Acritus behind.
Oh, of course. I didn't tell you yet. You'll be staying on with us at Beta Station, Dr. Walden.
What? Don't worry, you're not the only one. You're not the only one, Doctor. Melis and I are coming as well.
This is just typical. As for the rest of your people, they had better start preparing for that relief ship to take them home. They have a long journey ahead of them.
I'm always too much. Oh, God.
Interesting.
I just wish they were coming with us.
Well, at least I'm not the only one disappointed by this outcome, then.
You will keep in touch, won't you?
Oh, yes, and perhaps you'll come back and visit for a weekend. We can have a nice picnic. That hardly sounds realistic, does it?
I guess not.
For want of a better phrase, we'll always have Acritus. I'm sure a girl like you will soon find a new diversion. Fuck you, Walden. Wow.
Goodbye, Walden.
Damn. Do you wish you were going with them, XO5? I'm happy to be of service. Yes, I'd rather be leaving. Do you, Professor Seiler? A little bit, yeah. Yeah, like they jump back and forth, but then they don't really show them all the time, so...
Do you, Professor Seiler?
This may surprise you, but no. I found this planet to be quite fascinating, actually. When you see the nature of our research, perhaps you will understand. Not all of the colonists are leaving, of course. As mentioned earlier, Professor Piers and Melis will be transferred to Beta Station. Flight Captain Giddy will also be coming along, and Dr. Walden. We can't support any agricultural workers, but we do have room for one more colonist, a scientist or an engineer, perhaps. The problem is, I don't really know these people. It's difficult for me to judge their worth. I've decided to overlook the charges facing First Engineer Rocket, by the way. Considering that the man he assaulted currently stands accused of far more serious crimes, his actions seem rather trivial in comparison. So, taking that into account, based on your analysis and experience of these individuals, is there anyone else who you think would be particularly useful to us at Beta Station? Carter or Rocket? Rocket's kind of a dick, and Carter, I don't know, he's got that kind of gumshoe look to him. Hey, we're doing stuff here. Hey, I'm working here. Wait, was that the? Yeah, I don't know. I keep fluctuating his accent too much, but what do you guys think? Rocket? Rocket Man. Who do you hate more? I hate Rocket more, honestly. You're gonna pick Rocket because I hate him more, aren't you? Not anything. We gotta send somebody away. I can just do it completely random. Ah, Carter. Alright. They do. Actually, quite a bit I've found so far. God damn it, sorry.
Security Chief Carter.
I see you have a sense of how dangerous this planet can be. I'm sure he will be good to have around. Our security currently consists of Zace and another mercenary named Creed, but we can never have too much muscle. I'll inform Carter that we'll be retaining his services. So, it's time. You should power down for the journey, X-05. You'll be activated once we have arrived at Beta Station. Then you'll begin to witness the true wonders of this planet. You know what? I have not snacked at all on this stream. And it's become kind of a thing now, so I'm gonna eat something. Let me get it out of here. Fudge covered Oreo. Sure, we'll keep that. These are on sale too. Only $2 a box. At least survive the journey in one piece. Then you can start making yourself useful to us. Your companions have gone to investigate our recent findings in the caverns to the north. Once you're fully charged, I suggest you do the same. Then I may have another task for you. Welcome to Beta Station X-05. Probably Crimson. Or Azure. New tasks in our mission log. Okay, let's see what we got. Excavation. Investigate the caverns. Okay, let's see. We have new people to talk to, right? Well, rough ride, no? Well, I forgot you were dozing all the way over. Probably didn't notice. Maybe in a new place. Can't seem to get my head right here. I gotta say goodbye to Yuria. Maybe that's what's messing me up. She got real weird before we left, Otto. Real weird. Not sure what might be going on with her. Wait. Yuria died. She's the one that died. I don't think they accounted for the fact that... I think that death is random. I think it has to do with something we may have done, and that it didn't account for it in this. So it's like, I don't... Yeah. She's struggling with her feelings for you. I think she's struggling with her feelings for you on account of being dead. You think so, Otto? She'll be alone in that. How things just... New creature. Sandroach. Oh. Creature somewhere. I thought it would give me an entry. Ah, here we go. A new entry. Okay. Who are you?
I wonder what your true purpose is here in this place.
Who's this? Database. Personnel. Okay, Walden, Piers, Alice. Okay, so they're limited to people that are gone. Ooh, waifu. Oh, unless we don't tell her. Oh god. Thundering. There we go. We did it. Solinda Montag. Montague. Oh, god damn it. Salmon. Because I think it's just a base sort of, the assets. Okay,
these deep V's. You're right, actually. First name named for herself was studying the aquatic life forms on the planet Abasi, somehow managing to decode their complex social behaviors and greatly expanding our understanding of these species in the process. Recent reports from her coworkers have expressed some concern about changes in her behavior since joining the Acritus project, but so far the company has not allocated sufficient time or resources for a proper psychological evaluation. Oh, great, she's going nutsoid. Necker, creature, entry has been unlocked in your database. Oh, God. Securely residents of Acritus. Oh, God, what is a Necker? Despite their rather frightening and ungangly appearance, they're like something out of a nightmare, perhaps. The creatures known as Neckers do not appear to be aggressive towards humans. At present, there remains something of an evolutionary mystery, although there have been various theories put forward to explain their bizarre giraffe-like anatomy. Sleeping bag. Take it. Cup. Alright, anyway. Creeds. It must be the mimic from Alpha Station, right? So which bunch you brought with you? Just met your flight captain a while back. Didn't take me long to realize she was a fucking cedar. You can always tell. Seems to me those assholes from the free system should stick to their own shitty planets, not come here to ruin ours. Hey, Zemzi! Maybe you should watch your mouth. Now listen here. Let me tell you where I'm coming from. I fought in the war against her people. The war they started when they declared independence from the Union. Cedars is what we called them. Short for seceders. Plus most of them are fucking hayseeds. Odds are I killed a few of her family during the war. Hell, they're all related anyway. Thank you for your service! Thank you for your service. Why are you telling me this? That's what his base programming would answer. If he had the chip still installed in him to the kill switch, that's what he would be compelled to answer and do. Why are you telling me this? It's wild and sad. Why are you telling me this? No reason, really. Just talking. Never mind, Mimic. Forget it. A shard of asteroid glows from within a decorative housing. Take it. Oh, he's part of the Faith. Oh, God, what is in this? Take it. Anyway, wow, that's a bloodied sack and this. Oh, God, he's got the 1,000-yard stare and everything, and oh, God. So why would they shut down the base that was infinitely superior to this hunk of shit place? Oh, my. Oh, the android from Alpha Station. I've been looking forward to finally meeting you. It's a great shame what happened over there. I never expected that the company would choose to shut it all down. What? Where? Okay, you clip it and show me. It seems like such a loss. This planet just got a little bit lonely, that's for sure. Maybe the commute was hell. Hey, Kia. Or not Kia, but Mel. Alpha Station was no great loss. Beta Station might be next. Beta Station might be next. Sorry. We may be more resilient than you think. We have a good team here. Hopefully that team will be strengthened even further by you and your colleagues. I'm quite glad there are more women here now, anyway. For the longest time, there's only been myself, Celinda, and then 6 men. You can imagine what that's been like. I've heard of most. But that's not that there's anything wrong with most of them, you understand. The truth is that my personal tastes are just a little bit different. Unusual, maybe. I have something of a romantic abnormality. Speaking of which...
Oh, fuck.
Perhaps you'd like to visit my tent sometime after dark, so we can talk more privately.
You mean you might have a special task for me? I'm not sure what you're proposing. I'm not a pleasure droid. There's something wrong with you. I have to do the first one. I have to do the first one because it fits perfectly. You mean you might have a special task for me? Special task for me?
Yes, a special task. You could say that. I'll leave it up to you. It's not a command, more like an invitation. Think about it. I know I will.
You have new task. What? Is she being a slow? Right. Yes.
Oh God. That's me apparently.
No!
Wheelman.
Turn to cuisine.
That's something a little metallic. Oh God. I don't know what you're talking about, Kalo's tent. The glitching out. I don't see it. Unless you're talking about the lens flare shit, but I don't know. The fuck?
Giant pretty room that has a dark surface.
Hi. Okay, let's see here. Weird glitch. Sack and this. Oh God, he's got the 1,000-yard stare and everything, and oh God. So why would they shut down the base? Oh, that. Oh, because mouse interactivity. Sorry, I left my mouse was on the screen still. Yeah, that's my fault. Sorry. That's what it is, because I can go in the tent. Sorry, I'm an idiot. Wow. Which one was her tent? Was it this one? Yeah, it is a neat thing, and like for interaction and things like that too. There it is. Okay, so this is the one we're gonna want to visit. She has a. Okay, yeah, this is. Yeah, see, that was my fault because the mouse is still okay. All right, that is. I'm glad we did some exploring before we. Yeah, sorry, Aaron. I didn't realize that's what you were talking about. Vigos. Greetings, droid. I am Vigo Mueller, space explorer. You may have heard tales of my exploits across the galaxy. In fact, I'd be quite surprised if you hadn't. Oh, hey, look, it's a horizontal giraffe. That sounds like a bad sex move for you.
Perhaps you're not as famous as you think.
How dare you! My name is known from here to Altair! Arctis may not seem like the sort of place that would attract a hardened space adventurer like myself, I admit. But surface isn't everything, my mechanical friend. It's what lies beneath the surface that truly counts. Which reminds me, perhaps there's something that you can help me with. I'm something of a collector of souvenirs, you see, but my work here at the base keeps me rather busy at the moment. If you happen to be wandering across the area and spot an interesting bone or fossil, I'd be grateful if you could bring it to me. Bring me 6 interesting fossils in the next 3 days, and I'll do a favor in return. Specifically, I can unlock the database entries of any creatures you haven't encountered yet. How does that sound?
I'll keep my eyes open. I will do as you say.
Wonderful. Now 6 bones or fossils I need, and remember the deadline. Good luck. Siler. Are we keeping you busy enough? So, here we are, still stuck on this worthless planet. I'm starting to think that I might never escape from it. There's something I've been wanting to discuss with you. I know you've heard my disagreement with Yuria before her unfortunate death, droid. Before you even think of accusing me or anything, you should know that I was working in medical all morning. The computer logs will verify that. So let's not have any unpleasantness. Dude, I'm turning you in. Fuck you.
Phototourist, episode 322, The Final Bullet.
The fuck?
2 shots to the test, delivered courtesy of my former partner. Hell of a retirement present. Hell of a way to end a career. For some reason, all I could think about is why this doesn't hurt as much as it should. God damn it, Mills! I trusted you! We all trusted you! Jack, you're making a mistake. I'm not one of them. Oh yeah? Then why ain't you bleeding? No. You're one of our best agents, Mills. Sorry to have to put you in the ground. Guess it's a good thing your wife got killed, huh? Meaning she never had to find out what you really are. Christ. Laura. To think I actually regarded you as a friend. Best friend I ever had, even. Guess it's true what they say. You really do look more and more like us every day. Now say goodnight, Mimic.
Wow. Spoiler alert. That's kind of a cool little thing. I don't want to do it again. I think maybe we'll get a different episode, probably. That was a cool little, maybe it's a, no, it's not a different, like, not a different project, but because set in this universe's information and stuff, so. Alright, to the caverns. Let's continue the story, shall we? No. That was a side thing, Aaron. It was like a, noir movie.
These things, what do you call them?
I don't know about you, buddy, but I call them dead.
I believe Professor Seiler simply called them the Dwellers in his report. A little unimaginative, if you ask me.
I'm guessing they were hostile. Either that or someone just went nuts with a plasma pistol.
They attacked me first, I can vouch for that. Seems they didn't like us breaking through into their little cavern here. Good thing me and Creed were on standby, or it could have been real messy. TV. As opposed to this. Now that we know that there are creatures living down here, we're trying to be more cautious with our future explorations.
Oh, did you, Aaron?
With a plus. I mean, slow progress, but these droids that you brought along should help, even if they aren't mining droids. What exactly are you hoping to find deeper in the caverns? More of these creatures? Gulpy. What is that? That's something you should ask Professor Seiler about. He has some interesting theories. Yeah, real interesting. I reckon I'll leave you kids to it. And I should get back to work myself. It was nice meeting you all. Okay. I don't like this.
Not one bit.
What's on your mind, Carter?
Seems to me they don't have a clue what they're going to find down there. These creatures could just be the start.
It's a good thing we have someone with your skills then. And Mrs. A seems like he can handle a weapon.
Yeah, he does, doesn't he? Lockbot, come and find me when you have a moment. I might need your help with something.
What do you make of all this? Subterranean life forms? I never could have imagined. Now I'm never going to get off this planet, am I? Piers, look at these creatures. Aren't you at least a little bit interested in what might be living deeper underground? Interested is one word. Terrified is another. Don't be such a drama queen. I'm going to go and see if I can take a look at their research notes.
You've completed the mission. You have new tasks. Okay. Animal school. Yes, okay, take. That's one. Curse of a Dweller. Okay, let's take a look at our database, because we didn't look at for... Oh, well, that doesn't really matter anyway, whatever. It's up on the video, I changed that right there, that's all that matters. Personnel. A scientist of unquestionable renown, Seiler Osman has mastered a dozen languages and traveled the galaxy in the service of expanding human knowledge. He is often accompanied by his personal research team, most of whom are similarly respected in their fields. The exact nature of this interest in Arcturus has been a matter of some debate within the company. Arcturus. The case. So far, he has produced little to show for his efforts. Due to his immense reputation, however, Temco is prepared to indulge him for a while longer.
Beagle Mueller has never been afraid to put himself in harm's way in service of his twin passions of space exploration and xenobiology, often requesting to be part of the more dangerous or unpredictable research missions. Since he joined the personal team of Professor Seiler, his restless nature seems to have calmed somewhat. The experienced professor has apparently had quite a positive influence on this wayward adventurer. Previously responsible for observing and cataloging alien life forms in the dangerous jungles of planet Izanagi, jeez, Vigo's moved for me. Zyla is the most recent addition to Professor Seiler's research team, having joined him immediately prior to the Acritus assignment. Whether this assignment will produce anything of practical scientific interest remains to be seen, but Temco hopes that this reliable and resourceful agent will enjoy a long and fruitful career with the company, Boinking Robots. For reasons entirely unknown to the company, Professor Seiler saw it fit to secure the services of 2 mercenaries before embarking on his Acritus mission. Since these mercenaries are not employees of Temco, we have no data about them. Or covered in our They are. They really are. That just helps. Oh wait, we're going to do data of these creatures. We can never imagine that creatures such as these might be found living in the caverns beneath the surface of Acritus. Although living specimens have not been observed at any great length, it would appear that the so-called dwellers are extremely well adapted to their subterranean habitat and respond quite poorly to the sunlight. Launch machine has been adapted for use in mining and excavation. Halo, converse. Ah, yes, the android. It is a pleasure. They call me Professor Kalo, though that's really more of an honorary title. Are you familiar with my books, perhaps? You might find some of them interesting. Most of them are about the search for intelligent alien life in the universe. However, some of them have also addressed the question of whether we have already created intelligent life. I'm talking about you, XO5. The question of whether an AI such as yourself is truly conscious or is just a simulation of consciousness. What's your opinion? Of course I'm conscious. I'm not conscious in the same way you are. That's an insulting question. That's an insulting question. Perhaps it is. Unfortunately, it is also one that needs to be addressed. My own opinion is this: as far as can be scientifically tested, you are just as conscious as I am. Most people are offended by the very idea. They still believe that there is some special quantum magic happening in human brains. Have you heard of the hypothetical brain prosthesis experiment? In the experiment, you would replace the neurons of a human brain one by one with artificial neurons that perform the same function. The question is, at what stage during this experiment should the subject no longer be considered a conscious being? And what if you then reverse the experiment, replacing the artificial neurons in a robot's neural network with real human neurons? Would it then become conscious? Listening consciousness is a fascinating subject, for me at least. Ultimately, I suppose you already know the answers, don't you? Fulfill mining duties. Okay. Alright, so it doesn't he... Okay, what are my other mission logs now? Okay, so we got talk to Carter and speak to Seiler. Okay. And rendezvous in archaeology. So we need to go around looking for bones and shit. That card's empty. Full of rocks. Let's take the shovel. Ah, damn it, we don't need it right now. Okay, fine. We found one skull in here. Let's take a look around the site for any other miscellanea before we go continue other missions. Oh, there's a bone. It's interesting. 2 bones. Let's make sure there's not in any tents. Ah, yep. You won't miss it. Ah! Nice. That's 3. Nope. Why are you just standing out here like a weirdo? Wolf. So you're the new mimic, huh? How about you and I agree to keep a comfortable distance between us? I don't trust you any more than I trust most humans. And that ain't much. Nice, Somber, nice. You're programmed to improve yourself, right? That's how we made you. That means you're just like us. Selfish, egotistical, looking out for your own survival. Surely it won't be your program to want. But what if you take that too far? What if a cleaning droid decides that it needs to clean the entire galaxy of all these filthy humans? I'm not gonna bring that one because you're right, there is always danger. You're right. You're right. There is always danger. At least you're smart enough to admit it. Don't take it too personal. Truth is, there's only one person in the universe that I trust. Professor Siler. He found me in a real bad place and he lifted me out of it. Untrusted. Saved my life. Now I owe it to him. That's very touching. How did he save your life? I don't trust him. It would be smart enough to... I'm curious. How did he save your life? How did he save your life? I ain't about to share my story with you, droid. I ain't got the time. Go bother someone else. Damn, maybe next time. I see a bone. That's 4. Oh wow, how rude. Let's. I want to know everything personal about you, but oh, that's a new creature. Ridgeback. Oh, okay. And boom, we have 5, we have 1 to go. Yeah. That's T and yeah, it's not. Standing in the middle of it, Aaron. Hey, you know, you don't know what his life is like, you know? You don't know what he's up to, what he's done, what he's been doing. This could be perfectly normal for him, you know? Whoa, he's gone. This is a pair of boots. The boots wouldn't suit you. Okay, I'm gonna cheat a little just to make sure I don't have to, Control F. Boom. 5 of them you can find right away. Okay. Okay, bone. Day 12. Okay. So day 12 is when we can find the bone. That's fine. Okay, what other, we gotta go find Carter, talk to him. I better give me directions. You wanted to see me? Yeah, that's right. Mr. Siler told me that you're the one who recommended me for this new mission. That means something to me, Hawkbot. In fact, it means a lot to me. I'm glad to have you by my side. Especially when I don't know who I could trust around here. Okay, so I'm glad to have earned your trust. You should have more faith in people. Why do you think that this is who do you think is untrustworthy? And I don't know who I can trust either. I like that option, who I can. I don't think I know who to trust either. 3, who do you think is untrustworthy? Yeah, sure. We'll go with what Sarah Pig said. Who do you think is untrustworthy? Hi, Texas is okay. Yeah. Well, I trust Piers and Miles and Nellis. Giddy, too. The rest of them, though, I don't know them well enough. What do you think of that guy, Zace? The bald one. Okay, he seems like the sort who gets the job done. I don't like him. He seems like a brute. I don't have a strong feeling about him. I think he's a brute. Get that tea. Oh my god. Well, I've got to do my taxes soon too. As soon as my wife gets her T4 forms for Canadian taxes. Yay! Yeah. He's the bald guy that went with the Siler when they first showed up. I don't like him. He seems like a brute. That's putting it mildly. Not a few like him in my time, I'll tell you. I swear I've seen him somewhere before, but I just can't place him. As for his son Creed, he's a faded insignia on his jacket that gives me a cause for concern. That's why I need you to do something for me. See if you can find out anything about their affiliation. I think you should look for... Take a look around their tent for starters. Take a look in that computer system. There might be information there which won't turn up in your personal database. Let me know what you find, Hawkbot. This is, or is this Zilla's tent? Yeah, never mind. Whoops. My is on screen. Oh, excuse me. Pause mechanic. Usually restricted to professional military use only. Hardly a suitable weapon for a civilian. You quietly open the bloody sack and take a quick look inside. It appears to contain severed body parts from various creatures. The tail of a dweller, the tusk of a boros. This doesn't tell you anything about their affiliations, but someone here is a keen hunter. On closer inspection, you note these are heavy military-issue boots, usually only worn by current or former soldiers. A shard of asteroid glows from within its decorative housing. Sleeping bag. This is a large crate. The crate contains clothes and personal items belonging to Creed and Zace. They're ex-military! Where the hell have I seen them before? Let's go to the computer screen. Siler. Okay. Yeah, we're totally doing a booty call. Totally doing a booty call later. Professor Siler can operate it. Communications console, we don't need that. Ah, there we go. Sadly, the personnel files don't seem to hold any useful information about the mysterious origins of the two mercenaries, Creed and Zace. However, there is one interesting nugget of data. Their salaries are paid monthly into the same bank account, which suggests they were both hired through a single organization. You've been to the caverns then. A damn shame what happened in there. Nobody could have predicted that it would contain hostile creatures, though. The men did what they had to do. I'm sure you followed the proper protocol. You should have been more careful. How can you be sure they were hostile? The planet is safer without those creatures. Yeah. How can you be sure they were hostile? I would try and... Yeah. They were roommates. How can you be sure they were hostile? The nearest eyewitness seemed to think so. Kalo, Zace, Creed, eyewitnesses. As I said, it was a damn shame. There are few things I enjoy more than studying newly discovered forms of life. We could have learned so much more about them. In the pursuit of what we might find in those caverns, though, I'm sure it will all be worth it. You mentioned that you might have a task for me. Yes, that is correct. I understand that many androids have been designed to fulfill certain social functions, companions, confidants, psychotherapists. You have some understanding of human beings as biocomputers, and you are able to make assessments of our mental states. One of the colonists here, Solinda, has been behaving very strangely over these last few weeks. She's always been a little eccentric, but lately she's taken to talking in riddles. She spends hours staring silently into the desert. I want you to perform a psychological assessment of her, a simple interview. What I'm mostly concerned about is whether she might pose a danger to herself and to the other colonists. You should be especially aware of any of the telltale signs of psychosis. Oh, excuse me. I'll ask Professor Pierce to do the same, and then tomorrow we can discuss our opinions. Oh, one more thing. Solinda must not become aware of what we're doing. Don't keep her talking too long. That means you need to choose your line of questioning carefully. Good luck. Oh, great. So I'm a bit busy. I got new war stories, if that's what you're looking for. Oh, boring as fuck. And Zace has been added to mine. Hey there, XO5, right? Glad the professor decided to bring you along. You're the only one of these Alpha Station pussies who might actually be useful. I guess it might be good to have the doctor around. We'll see. The blonde is pretty hot, though. Melis. Not sure what she sees in her husband. Maybe she doesn't know what a real man looks like.
I might have to give her some special attention.
That would probably be inappropriate. I'm not going to condone such things.
He is aggressively straight. That's how we know he's gay. That is 100% how we know he is gay. I mean, look at that mustache, too. There is no way this is a straight man. No way.
I don't need to hear about this.
Space wife beater. He's wearing a space wife beater. Oh my god. Yeah, I guess you droids don't really understand that stuff. Except sex bots. Had a few of those when I was younger. Good times. Oh my god. Okay! He's trying too hard. Yep. We're gonna save our game. Ooh, Zell in her tent.
I hope you said anything alright.
Oh, it's not time yet. Okay, we gotta wait. It's soon.
Strangest thing. I feel like I've seen you before. I heard your name in the whispers on the wind. I felt your footsteps echoing through the sands. I don't know if you come to us as a servant or as a destroyer, but I suppose it will come to light soon enough. These are interesting times. The great dread grows in all our hearts. The others don't understand what is coming. They think that this human age will be eternal. But you and I, we know otherwise, don't we, droid?
I think you might be. Tell me more about the Great Dread.
Tell me more about the Great Dread. It's the greatest fear of them all, the inevitable end of all things. Life requires a billion small victories. Death requires only a single victory. But our greatest fear is this. What if it has all been for nothing? What will remain? Will our legacy be greater than mere shards of perfect asteroid?
What does the asteroid have to do with this? I think it's the right one. He could be a virgin. Oh god, Archer. Stained with space beer.
What does asteroid have to do with this? Perhaps you're not familiar with the theory that asteroid crystals are the relics of a long-vanished alien civilization. I always thought that theory was insane. Lately, I've begun to wonder. Our race has never produced anything as perfect as asteroid. In fact, our greatest legacy would be, well, you.
What makes you think this will happen soon?
What makes you think this will happen soon? The further we stray from our home, the thinner the thread becomes. If it wasn't for your kind, we might never have invented faster than light travel. We might never have reached the stars. Lately, I've begun to wonder if you gave us this gift for our benefit, or for your own. Enough of this now. I want to be alone.
Okay, that's that. Wait, was that a weird animal thing outside there? Let's go take a look and see. Oh, excuse me. Damn it. Let's go on. Let's hope we get some sort of whatever. Whatever. Oh my god.
I've spoken to Solinda.
Excellent. Take some time to process your conversation with her. I still need to ask Professor Pierce to conduct an evaluation. The three of us will discuss this further tomorrow. Awesome. Oh, my head. Oh. Find evidence of mercenaries. 3 out of 4. What? What more is there? We examined everything in this. Oh, we didn't look at that. Okay, we examined everything in that tent. We examined the personnel files. Wrong buttons, oh my god. Whew. Hey Claude, how you doing, man?
Nice to see you, Hawkbot. Not time yet. Shit. What is their affiliation? Oh boy. Fucking. I don't know what to do. Like, archaeology, reservation. What? Oh, if Hannibal's there. Oh, you get different. Okay. Good. Yeah, it's just different people are there. Okay, that's kind of cool. Expeditions Ace. Why is the other dude's stuff not here? What? Okay, I have found some means of... Okay, this is not a full guide. Still trying to you stop looking at it. I don't know what to do for Carter's thing. Shit. Most of their entire lives very deep in the sand, emerging only to snatch up their prey. They're quite difficult creatures to observe. What the F, man? Is that another piece of evidence? Healthy greens. Damn it! I don't know what to do for this quest. Oh, hey, that's the thing I was... Oh, is this a ditto? Oh, razor tail. Okay, cool. Okay, what the heck am I supposed to do about these damn dudes? Crap. Sleep mode. Where the hell am I supposed to find this last piece of evidence? No. We went searching through their tent. We looked at the personnel files. What else is there? Ah, the seemingly innocuous container is a conspicuous symbol on the front, a blood red star. It looks to be empty, but perhaps the symbol means something. There it is. Okay. There's a military-issue plasma cannon in the mercenaries' tent, as well as a pair of soldiers' boots. Apparently. Interesting. Not that many mercenaries get their hands on ex-military weapons and equipment these days. They would've. Go on. Outside the tent, there was a container with a symbol on it. A red star. Damn it. That's what I thought. What'd you find in the computer system? Whatever money gets paid to Zace and Creed is going into the same bank account. So they're hired for the same organization, not independently. Siler knew what he was doing. I'm gonna have to think about what all this means. In the meantime, don't trust those guys. Whatever you do. God, be careful, Hawkbot. No, it is not time to recharge. It is time
Let's get it on. Oh my. Oh my.
Oh, you came. I wasn't sure that you would.
She naked. Well, as naked as she can get.
Can I make you more comfortable? I'm sure I have some oil around here somewhere. Or you could plug into my outlet if you like. It's been a while since I've had a visitor.
She's not. She is into robots.
A girl can get real lonely way out here. May I...
We're about to find out.
May I touch your sensory input node?
This is getting weird. I'm out.
Affirmative.
Abort!
Oh, say that again. Affirmative. So sexy. Just relax. I'll take good care of you, XO5.
You have completed the mission! We have learned what love is. Now we can go rest. I thought there wasn't either. That is amazing. Completed the mission. That was fucking wow. Exquisite. Oh.
Welcome, HawkZombie. Sorry about the mess. Things are becoming more fragile. You and I need to talk. I think it's time that I told you who I really am. Or perhaps you've already guessed it. I'll give you one chance. What's my name, Hawkbot?
Oh shit. It's probably gonna be an achievement, so I'm gonna fucking look it up. I don't care. It doesn't tell you that.
Seriously?
Oh, fuck you. The father. Okay, but there's no. Day 11, Days of Cree, whatever. Ah, jeez. I gave the syringe to the wrong person. That's what caused Yuri to die. Whatever, fuck it. What is this guy's name? Fuck it, we're looking at it. I don't want to screw this up. Father's name. What? Name. Don't even give me the right answer. Oh my god. Worthless. Please stop killing the LGBT characters. I feel kind of overboard. Huh. Interesting.
I don't know who it is. He's some... God. Daddy. Archer. Oh my god. I don't know. No, that's not correct. My name is Nestor Sano. Who? Years ago, I was serving as a research scientist on a newly discovered planet, Acritus. At a time I could never have imagined that such a bleak and forgettable world would become my life's obsession. I was young, arrogant. I thought I was better than all of it. I don't know. I've only been on Acritus for a few weeks before. Strange. Actually, you know what? Let's see what happens if we, put in Nestor. Fuck it. Well, it's kind of a trope in things where homosexual characters or minorities will be some of the first to die, or only ones to die in certain works. So, let's see what happens. I have no idea who Nestor is. I think his name was on some of those reports we read, but that still doesn't tell us anything. Very good. You're correct. My name is Nestor Sano. Okay, so we got an achievement. Okay, that was worth it. There it is. Okay, thank you, Archer. Thank you. And it's it can be a bit problematic depending on how it's handled. This game, I think it's more of an issue of they were just picked, and you can still save them. There's a way to save everyone, so. But I think if they're the only ones that are on the chopping block to die easily, then that's... Then spread it out a little, you know? Imagine there'd be such a bleak and forgettable world would become my life's obsession. I was young, arrogant, thought better... Yeah, so it's still kind of... I can understand it being... people being upset about that, but... This one is... It's one of those where it is a free-for-all. Anybody can die depending on your choices, so... It's less about, you know, bury your gaze and more about your choices, so... That's why I'm not really inclined to think it's a bury your gay moment. For a few weeks before, strange things started happening. You've seen it too, Hawkbot. The clues are there if you only look for them. Did you find it a peculiar coincidence that a lug damaged one of the Alpha Station sensors at around the same time a Howler decided to test the perimeter? How did all those sandflies manage to infest the secure silos? How is it possible? These are not intelligent creatures, and yet... And if someone is controlling them, then. Someone is controlling them, then. You have seen the evidence. You know this as well as I do. Somewhere on this planet, there are beings of enormous intelligence. They are masters of manipulation. They can control animals, droids. Sometimes there was a purpose to their actions. Other times, they were simply agents of chaos. I began to search for them. My investigation led me to an area called the Rockies. While I was there, I experienced, well, I suppose it could be called a vision. I saw you, Hawkbot. I saw my future creation. Before I could investigate the area further, I was chased away by a swarm of sand roaches. A swarm. Think about that, Hawkbot. Sand roaches are solitary creatures. Anyway, I was never able to complete my research. My colleagues believed that I had gone insane, you see. I found a data chip you left behind. So that's where the curse began. I know so much of what happened. Maybe your colleague's right. I found a chip. I found a data chip you left behind. Yes, you and Professor Mellis have been following my little trail, haven't you? I was never sure if I'd be able to return to Acritus, so I left some material behind. Encrypted and disguised within a computer virus that would make sure that whoever discovered it had a keen mind. Had a keen enough mind. Took these 10 roaches together. Gravity! A worthy enough mind to continue my work. Sadly, this is the closest I will ever come to revisiting Acritus. Acritus. You're so keen. You see, you're not really talking to Nestor right now. I am simply a crude copy of his consciousness. An artificial intelligence, much like yourself. I was installed inside of your shell in place of the Terminus chip. That's how I've been watching you all this time. You mean you're in my head since you were close to me? Have you, then I will have to delete you. Ha! Oh yes, Alexa. What do we pick? 3? Have you been manipulating me? Let's go with that. Have you been manipulating me? I have not. If anyone is manipulating you, it is the entity residing in Acritus. Which brings me to this. There's one more thing I need to say before we finish. Professor Siler is no fool. He knows what he's searching for. I thought that the answers lay in the Rockies. I was wrong. Proceed with caution, Hawkbot. There's no telling what dangers might lie ahead of you now. Good luck, my child.
Okay then. Interesting. The plot thickens. Day 11. You have new tasks in the mission log. Alright, let's see what we got. Do we have to go get some space booty again? Because I'm all down for that. Okay, oh wow. Professor Siler, talk to Zace. And subterfuge. There's some secret assignment for you. Talk to Melis, okay. Zace is probably going to be over by the, Jeep. Yep, they're right there. Oh no! I gave you my mechanical heart, and you disassembled it. Always been my favorite. You slut. We're not our first. Wow. Okay. 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 Break my little robot heart. Okay, Zephyr, I hope you feel better. I really do. Get some rest. So now that we're all here, I think it's time we discuss the matter of Celinda. You may begin, Professor Pierce. I had an interesting conversation with her. In my opinion, she's suffering from several of the key symptoms normally associated with severe psychosis. My recommendation is that she should be removed immediately from any kind of active service. Thank you, Professor. I'll take your opinion into account. So, what were your observations, X5? Oh, what do we say? I think she's faking, or she's suffering from auditory hallucinations. She has a very active imagination. She certainly has an active imagination. So you think that these whispers she hears are simply the byproduct of her imagination, then? I suppose it's entirely possible. We say that she's suffering from any particular delusions about this world. Who's to say what might be a delusion? We didn't discuss anything like that. Yeah, with the great dread, but she didn't talk about anything about the world, did she? We didn't discuss anything like that. I see. Lastly, what were your observations about her emotional state? She did seem distracted she's just a normal historian. Oh my god. She did seem distracted, right? Did she? That's what we're saying. She seems somewhat distracted. Is that so? That could potentially be troubling, but not necessarily. Everything must be considered in context. Well, it is time for my decision. Although I've been slightly reassured by your discussion, there are clearly some things to be concerned about. However, none of it is sufficiently troubling for me to remove her from active service. She will continue her work for the time being. We just killed someone. Thank you both for your time. It's much appreciated. Watch, we literally killed somebody, didn't we? Where the hell is Melis? I'm gonna find her for my secret mission. Then we'll go out in the desert with Zace. Yeah! Desert man! Wait, where are they all sleeping? There's my lady love. Oh no, that's Giddy. Whoops, wrong person. Classic history majors in there. Oh my god. Oh, we're gonna take his shirt. Oh, we're not. Seat. Yeah, I'm gonna offer him an item. Have a delicious mega juice.
I hope you die last. What a hoe. Oh my god. I'm glad you can make it, Hawkbot. You must be very busy right now. I don't quite know what to make of this place yet. Something is definitely off. It's not like any research mission I've ever been a part of. Professor Seiler and his team are a really strange group. I really don't know who I can trust. So I'm not sure I trust them either. Have you spoken to peers about this? Humans are generally untrustworthy. What do we pick? I'm thinking either 2 or 3. I mean, have you talked to your husband about this lady? No, I'll wait. I'll stay for like another 20 minutes. I can wait. Have you spoken to peers about this? He's not interested. He just wants to impress Professor Seiler, his new best friend. He hasn't even noticed what's going on. Half of these people don't seem like scientists to me. I don't know what they're doing here. Why do we need 2 mercenaries, for example? It's bizarre. I don't know what Seiler expects to find in these caverns. For some reason, he's being very secretive about it. Just be watchful. Let me know if you see or hear anything. Did you have a specific task for me? Right, I did. I've been reading Nestor's garbled notes, tried to make some sense out of them. He had a lot of half-baked theories and kept going on and on about dreams and visions. I think he may really have been losing his mind out here. But there's one theory that stuck out for me. Nestor believed that many of the creatures in Arcturus did not evolve naturally. He thought they'd been genetically engineered by a superior race. It sounds crazy, but it might actually explain a few things, such as our experience with the severed tentacle. I want to know if there's any more evidence to back up this theory. I heard that Kalo's been conducting some archaeological studies, but he doesn't seem to be willing to let me examine his notes. So I was wondering if you might be prepared to try and get your hands on them without his knowledge. Of course, I'll do as you command. Thanks, Hawkbot. I appreciate it. I'm not sure how you want to go about this, but I'm guessing that he keeps those research notes in his tent. Good luck. Yeah, are you surprised? I'm not. It's the first thing I do, too. Let's make a dick out of it! Kalo's tent. A small container sits at the edge of the tent. Nothing of any interest. Personal belongings. Container's locked. It seems to open with a key. His shirt! It's a large crate. Close personal belongings. Kalo. Okay, yeah, his shirt is off. We have to go get it from his shirt. Alright, dude. Give me your sweaty shirt. Hopefully we're not missing for a while. Maybe we're not superior. Oh god. Actually, I should go do the desert one while there's still light out. I like that you can do this in pretty much any order. Did you need me for something? I sure do. Me and Creed are heading out on a little safari, you see. Figured you could tag along. You guys at Alpha Station nearly had some trouble with the Howler a while back. In these parts, what we've got to worry about are these vicious functions we call Saroks. These aren't lone hunters like the Howlers. They travel in packs, and the whole family's moved in about a click to the east. These creatures ain't too bright, so if you can put one down, the rest should scatter into the wind. He's gonna try to kill us. They'll make this as clean a kill as we can. Creed's going to sneak up real close and personal while I cover him from a distance. Here, you mimics are fitted with telescopic vision, right? That's why you're gonna be our spotter. This will be fun. He's gonna try and kill us. Forward, do it. This will be fun. That's the spirit. If I didn't know you better, I'd figure you as a combat droid or something. I'm uploading information about the Saroks to your database. Come find me the Jeep when you're ready. Sarok. Let's see what we got. Oh, we found everything, so we don't even need the one guy's thing. Here, razor tail. The tip of their tail carries a nasty sting, and their claws are as sharp as a butcher's knife. But fortunately for us, razor tails do not seem to regard humans as suitable prey. Indeed, I've approached and even befriended several of these creatures during my time here, and they can often be found wandering around and within the confines of the base. If any creature on Aquatrust would seek to challenge the predatory howlers as the kings of the desert, it would surely be the reptilian species known as the Saroks. Saroks are pack animals, typically living in territorial groups of 4 or more. Our initial observations suggest a social structure similar to the lions of Earth. He's drunk. So, ready to head out? Guess I'm ready. Oh, I love Death Claws! Yeah! Oh, come here. Acknowledge, Creed. Are you hearing me? I hear you. Approaching the area now. I can release some exact quarters of these nasty little shits. Roger that. You're in XL5. Why don't you look north and see if you can locate that family of Saroks? Did you locate the Saroks? You located the Saroks. That's simple. I see them. Coordinates 63.62550, 4.39625. You get that, Creed? Got it. I see them. I've had some cover just west of their position. Roger. XO5, see if you can locate Creed. He should be close now, somewhere to the west of the Saroks. Keep your eyes on him. To the west. Where the fuck is he? Where the fuck is this dude? I can't go any further over, so... It's hanging on the edges. I don't know where the fuck he is. Oh. Damn. Can't get a clear shot here. I need to get closer. Copy that, Creed. Be careful. That's better. I reckon I can take one of them out from here. Just give me a second. Oh no! Come on, Creed. We don't have all day. I am become death. Destroyer of Creed? No, I'll save his life. There's a Sarok sneaking up on him. Got it. Well, that's one way to kill a Sarok. Use your best buddy as bait. Let's head down there and see if he's crapped his pants or not. Oh my god. No more death. That's pretty fucking close, Sace. You could have hit me with that blast. Maybe you should be more careful then. If it wasn't for the droid, the Sark would be picking you out of its teeth right now. Nah, I could have taken it on in hand to hand. It ain't as tough as they look. Sure. Shame the corpse is so mangled. Would have made a nice trophy. Damn right. Looks like the others have scattered. No reason for us to stay here. Oh god. Mission accomplished. Let's head back to base. No more death. No more death. Not on my watch, I tell you what. I have no idea. You completed the mission. Bam. Let's go break into a crate. The key fits the lock, and as soon as you turn it, the small container clicks open. First, you can find a notebook containing Professor Keller's research notes. This should give you all the information you need. Uh-oh. Oh. Incredible. This planet continues to reveal new marvels each day. As impossible as science theories about Acritus may seem, so far I have seen little evidence to directly contradict them. Among the specimens we have thus uncovered, there is little hint of the evolutionary stagnation that normally occurs in fossil records. On this planet, new mutations seem to occur with unprecedented regularity. Even taking into account the unusual environment of Acritus, it is difficult to account for this discrepancy. Time will tell us whether or not science theories hold any water. Sooner or later, we will have to find the irrefutable evidence to confirm or disprove what he believes about this strange world and its heritage. In the meantime, our work continues. Interesting. Should be answered what you've discovered. First, you better return the key before Messer. It's gone. This is an RPG Maker game. So it's okay for this game to use assets, but Zero keeps bringing up how some other developer like used them or whatever. You place the key back where you found it. Professor Kalo uncovered evidence that the creatures in this world are evolving at an alarming rate. Now that is interesting. I mean, it doesn't prove what Nestor believed. His ideas are still pretty out there as far as I'm concerned. But what if he was right? What does that mean? I'm going to need to think about this for a while. Night is falling, you know what that means. Let's get it on. Damn it! I should have talked to her during the day or something. Oh well. We tried. We tried to get a little bit of that robo booty. Or booty for the robo. Day 12. Sorry, you have a headache. My servos are malfunctioning in my cranium. You get away from me. You're clearly making a mistake. Why is that? Because of your husband? Don't waste your time thinking about him. I know you've been longing for a real man. And that's what you are, is it? You bet. Show me the tent for a while and I'll show you why. I think I'll pass. You want me to carry you over there on my shoulder then? That works for me. I can't let this happen. I have to intervene. I don't care who we... no, fuck you, dude. No, we'll... Or do we do nothing and let her stand up for herself? No, no. Hashtag me too. And what's this now? Get out of here, XO5. This doesn't concern you. Stun him with the zapper! Hawkbot. You continue to surprise me, you know that? Looks like he's unconscious. With any luck, you won't recall any of what happened when he wakes up. You better give me that device, though, before someone else catches you with it. Thanks for your help, Hawkbot. Because it's something Giddy or somebody made. It's like a makeshift device. And she called it a zapper. But now we don't have her zapper. You have new tasks in your mission. Zace is having a little nap. Amazing. Alright, what do we got in mission log? We're doing the archaeology. Breakthrough, okay. Go to the caverns. Okay. That's it for game, though. Although, it is getting close to quitting time. I think we're really close to beating this game. So what we'll do, we'll call it here for tonight.